We're here with Glenn Delaney, Director of Rugby for Nottingham, who, if Shawsey and Dave are described as a sniper's dream, Glenn's head would have to be described as fishing with dynamite. That's not even fair. How would you rate the team's performance against the Bees? We thought it was a good win. If you could rate that between a 1 and 6, and why?
1 and 6 and why? I would probably put that in a 4 to 4.5 category. I don't know whether you gave me options for half points.
Just full numbers.
Just full numbers. Yeah, I'd probably go 4 then. I'll err on the side of being conservative, but I think a lot of the attack was great. Not least bits of our fullback chimed in with a cracker. I thought. You might remember that. We'd spoken at length about it, and it was a good effort. But I think a lot of what we did was very good. Still things to work on. They were able to get good yardage a couple of times, which is something that we want to work on and shut down. But all in all, 7 tries, you can't be too critical of that. Okay, great.
Ahead of the Plymouth game, what are you expecting from them?
I'm expecting them to kick their points. They've got a good set phase. They actually can move the ball nicely. And play offloading, and they've done it against a few times in the past, which has caused some problems. But they're quite an efficient, well-organised, structured team. So it'll probably be a game with lots of reference points, lots of set phase leading to defined breakdowns, and we want to try and put a little bit of disorganisation into their defence to let our backs have a real crack at them.
Speaking from experience, last week we had a great build-up to that Bees game, and I think it really showed in the performance we gave. How's the build-up for the game been this week?
Pretty well. The training's gone well. Everyone's sort of chimed in nicely, and I think the effort we're getting on the training park's excellent. And that's what's going to prove in the performances. If we keep working hard, then we're going to get good results. So at this stage, we've had a good week's training, and we're looking forward to getting on the bus to go down south.
Speaking of the bus, I know a lot of the players, Craig, myself included, are very excited about the bus trip. Are you going to be on the bus first thing, and how excited are you, and what sort of rom-coms would you be looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, I get pretty excited by a bus trip. It's certainly one of the highlights of the year, and certainly getting in company with Tex, who will probably be hosting a quiz of some description, adding to the entertainment. And Craig tends to be the man with the rom-coms. Those are some of my favourite moments of the year. Actually, the video selections he comes up with, and everything from 40-Year-Old Virgin, that was probably one of my favourites, although we did ban that having watched it. But actually, on the whole, the bus trips are a good fun part of what we do.
Yeah, no. Well, personally, I'm just hoping that he doesn't bring one of his rubbish Kiwi films.
Yeah, there's some not good films coming out of there.
And finally, probably one of the toughest questions: can you name the team?
Yes, I can.
Would you like to go ahead and do that?
I can. Yeah, actually, a team from going from 1, Neil Fowkes, cohort of yours, testimonial recipient, and performing well at Lucid, carries on. Tom Youngs. Martin Halsall makes a starting debut at tight end. In the engine room, Callum Green and Ian Kench will fulfil that role. Hamo, Luke Sheriff and Phil Eagleshaw in the back row. Finley Barnum at 9, Jimmy Arledge at 10, midfield combination of Johnson and Strether again, Cobden and Savage on the outsides, with your good self, David, at the back.
Good.
Which is always nice to hear when you've been picked in the team.
I'll celebrate tonight.
No, it's always a nice moment to get it personally from me, so congratulations to you. Bench-wise, fairly strong there as well, with Bucko, Stu Philpott and Johnny Beard and Alex Shaw, and then the back subs will be Davey Marshall, Steve Hamilton and Dom Blake. So on to Plymouth we go.